Are we laggy? Freddy? Freddy? Come out. Can you sit on the chair? Be honest, are we laggy? Come up here. Good boy. Okay, great. So, as you can see, I just showered. And I wanted to show you guys what I've been putting on my face instead of just my face oil. I've been putting on this Ginza moisturizing emulsion that I got, I think, when Aaron and I went to Japan. He got us like ANA first class, and this came in the amenity kit. It is like the luxury branch of Shiseido, I don't know, but Mom never used it. I gave it to Mom. Mom never used it. So I'm gonna use it. Using all the things that Mom never used. Right, Fred? And she always tells me to like put some product on my neck because apparently your age shows on your neck, and I'm just like, all right, well, I'll just be an old hag. Okay, Mom? Okay. Freddy, it's time for Din Din. Yeah. You're getting all of it, Fred. I'm gonna give you like 0.3 ounces more. You so excited? More food! Sorry, friend. Once again, I don't have my computer tonight because I'm tired of hauling shit back and forth between the two places. So if you want me to answer any questions or you want me to see anything, you want me to acknowledge you, be sure to tag me. My name will light up in orange, and that will make it more easy for me. Capiche? Come on over for your dinner. Yes.
I wonder how this is replayable. Puzzles?
Did someone say Pixely? You should go to your little settings and make sure that it's not on auto. If it's on auto, it will be Pixely. missed the chat. What did you guys say? What did you guys say? Say it again. Damn it. Thanks, Lore. Feeling better is a moment-to-moment thing. It's not really a day-over-day thing. There is no linear progress in terms of what I'm experiencing right now. It is just more of like, my cousin came by today and he helped me figure out which key opens the garage door. Not the whole garage door, that's bolt locked with bolts that I don't have the key for, but we found out the little cutout door lock. So thank you, cousin, for making that little niche in my life a little bit better. He also picked up some childhood comic books that I basically half destroyed, but he grew up with them, so he took them away, and it's really nice to see them go to a better home. What else? What else? I found out one of my mom's accounts spelled my beneficiary name wrong, so now I have to get some letters signed, proving that I'm the same person as the typo one. It's a mess, but you know, oh well, that's life. Lau is pretty good. She's settling in at the rehab place. I brought her some dumplings today that my mom coworkers made. She really likes the dumplings, so I'm gonna bring her like 4 dumplings every day so that, you know, if she doesn't like her meal that day, she has a little bit of dumpling to look forward to. And I am in touch with a lawyer. We are going to start the process of acquiring full letters of administration so that I can take over my mom's accounts, because some of her accounts did not have beneficiaries named, so I won't have access to those accounts until I get the letters of administration. One of them also has split beneficiaries between me, my grandmother, and my uncle, my mom's little brother, which is going to be an issue because if grandma has any money to her name, it's going to jeopardize her Medicaid. So I have to make sure that I can take over that account so that grandma doesn't have money. It sounds terrible, but also grandma literally can't do anything with money now anyway because she's not independent in terms of being an adult who can go out and shop for herself. So anything that she needs, I basically have to get for her, or, you know, she happens upon a lovely nurse called Donna who runs out and buys her a pencil sharpener because her colored pencils aren't sharpened. Thank you, Donna. And that is that. Yeah, you really, I can't claim any of mom's social security benefits for grandma because that will jeopardize her Medicaid, and it is right now very important that grandma stays on Medicaid because healthcare costs in this country are insane. So it hurts me to know that mom paid into several decades of social security money that will never ever be paid out to us, but that's just the way that things go. So, you know, that's that. We'd rather have Medicaid for grandma so that her health care needs are covered. And we're just going to have to I think it would have been something like maybe $1,200 a month in Social Security benefits for grandma. So, sucks. Grandma has a bank account. I think it has something like $300 in it. I'm guessing mom set that up for grandma just to have an account. So
the turtle has a little circular.
How's your dinner, Freddy? How's your dinner? Oh, listen to the licks. Listen to the licks. Power of attorney. Is power of attorney for grandma mostly to do with money? Because as far as I know, grandma doesn't have anything besides that one bank account. So I don't think it really matters. I also have a healthcare proxy form signed with grandma so that in the case that she is seriously injured and can't make decisions for herself medically, I can make that decision for her. So, um, power of attorney, I can ask my lawyer, I guess.
I saw something that
So,
was like, oh, that's a scary. This is like, purple. It's in the room it's flying. A door opened up elsewhere. And you gotta go downstairs.
how was that?
Oh, this is the one we just brute force. So I'm throwing it back. Yeah, basically the door that's flooding says purple on it, but it's in green.
There's a lot of stuff that I need to do constantly. So I do appreciate you telling me what I need to do, but also at the same time, it's very, very overwhelming to have this ever growing to-do list. But I do appreciate it. I don't want to sound ungrateful. It's a good reminder. You might just have to keep reminding me because I'm trying to keep track of everything. My notes, I'm trying to consolidate into like a Google Doc. I'm trying to keep my folder, my binders updated, but it's really hard. Just kind of like the paperwork of a death is overwhelming. We are transitioning grandma from like community Medicaid to a specific long-term Medicaid, so that should be okay for her to stay at the facility long-term. As far as I know, there might be one mystery nurse who speaks Chinese that my grandmother spoke with once. We tried to get her phone number, but we got no call back from the facility. So she could be a ghost, or she could exist, but she's just not very available. For the most part, there are no Mandarin speakers at this facility. I asked the social worker at the facility about the $1,200 Medicaid Social Security payout, and they've recommended that I do not claim it. So, when social workers are telling me to not claim it, I'm not going to claim it.
Correct. And it didn't actually reverse them, you just have to remember that. All related.
I will be eating snacks, but I have to go pee first. So I'll be back.
I wonder if I turned the corner and he was wrong. I'm not anywhere you told me to go, I was chasing him, but he's not here anymore. Yeah, the chandelier goes up every once in a while. Huh, I can turn those torches on and off here. I wonder if there's something in the maze that helps us. I mean, before you give me one direction, let me just look around this thing. I also didn't notice that. What if we turn every torch off? Does it take forever? That could have something to do with like maybe there's certain specific.
Hi Fred, did you have a good dinner? Did you have a good dinner? I want to show you guys what I made at Mom's, that huge oatmeal. This batch of oatmeal has the almost rotten banana, the dates that I got from Egypt, which unfortunately was my only food souvenir that I managed to get for myself from Egypt. I got like a kilo of dates for something crazy, like $2, $2 US. No, less actually. It was like 10 Egyptian pounds. I don't know how much that was. It was crazy. It was insane. So that's what I have. And of course, you know, I'm gonna heat it up with Bailey's, and this is what we're gonna binge on. Because I have so much oatmeal to eat and so little time to do it in. So I'm just gonna keep microwaving oatmeal and eating it, and we can chat. I know some people said in the comments they don't like it when I just put out lives where I'm just chatting with people, but like, this is my life now. And seems like we have quite a nice little group who enjoys this kind of shit, so welcome to all those who do enjoy it, and I'm very sorry if you don't enjoy it. I am chipping away at the LA vlog footage, but it is going to take a little bit of time because I can't really stay here in this apartment very long, and Aaron needs his computer otherwise. So it's more of just like a when can I use it, and do I have the mental space for it? I'm very excited to get tipsy drunk with you guys again. Actually, oatmeal doesn't make me very regular. My digestive tract is really weird. Eating oatmeal doesn't do much for me.
Yes, Freddy. Yes, Freddy. Yes. Who's a good boy? Who's a cute boy?
Yeah, what are you guys drinking? Doesn't have to be alcohol. But are you snacking? What makes the poo go well for me? It's really a crapshoot. Pun unintended. I don't really have good poops most of the time. I think it's probably because, oh, and somebody said it doesn't please them that I talk about my farts and poops, but like that's what I do, so you don't have to watch this. But I do find that because I tend to eat very disorderly, my binging habits leads to a lot of unsatisfactory pooping. It's very sad. I've not had a good poop in a very long time. I've had maybe like 6 good poops in the last 4 years. I can probably count them on 2 of my hands. I have 3 hands, you just never see the third one. Not a fan, Fred? Aww. I also think talking about pooping is a very Chinese thing. Chinese people will just like talk unashamedly about bodily function sometimes. They will not talk about death, but they have no problem talking about shitting. So it's also a very Chinese thing. So I've always wondered if I have IBS. How would I know if I have IBS? You sliced your finger on what? No. Again, I don't believe in taboos. I think we should talk about everything, and the more we don't talk about something, the more harmful that subject becomes, because we just won't have honest discussions about anything. Fred, why would you leave me, buddy? Wow. I'm gonna grab my sofa mat and I'm gonna sit here. I can't believe you left me, Fred. Aaron, you left me. I'm gonna make myself comfortable. Okay. Hello. Wow. Your eczema is spreading on your hands. That's terrible. I hate it when eczema spreads. I have such fear of it happening all the time. Mental health should definitely be regular discussions, but there is still such a stigma on it, especially within certain Asian communities too. My mom never talked about it, and whenever I said to my mom, I think I have depression, I'm depressed, I feel really depressed, she always negates it. She always refused to believe that I have depression. So I don't know what to say. And listen, you guys are welcome to change the discussion at any time. You can ask me a question, you can divert the conversation. Go for it, you know? I still have a whole other bag of mail to do. Do you guys want another shredding live? I probably will do it anyway. Oh, there's no nutmeg in the oatmeal. Yo. Where is my nutmeg? I actually haven't seen that episode yet because that was like the last thing that I filmed right before I left. Was Ethan and Bobby amazing? Because they are amazing. I love them so much. It truly inspires me to see people who care this much about food and meet the people who grow it. It's just a little bit. They were so amazing. They taught me so much. I've always wondered about Mace and Nutmeg. They educated, they entertained, they were just so kind and
No, you have to put the real one on the top, and then you have to press the little button that doesn't really look like a button on the left side of the real. It's sticking out. It's like a little bit further.
okay, I'm gonna take you back now. I'm trying to make the phone not fall. Guys, I ate a whole jar of peanut butter last night. I was very ashamed of myself. That was when I was like, yikes, June, you are more depressed than you are letting yourself think. Banana, dates, dried milk powder, cinnamon. That's it. Mac and cheese and nutmeg, yes. I never knew before how nutmeg doesn't have to taste like nutmeg to make food taste great. It truly is that kind of magical spice where it is generous in that it doesn't steal the spotlight. It just plays and integrates itself into the flavor profile already. Nutmeg is a team player. I've never met another spice that plays so well with others. So nutmeg might be my new favorite spice just because of how friendly and amenable it is. I stole this from an airline. Or maybe I bought it in a thrift store and somebody else stole it. But this is from an airline.
And they shift to the left of pink, right 3 spaces.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I think it is. I don't know what H and X is.
Left. Okay.
An unfriendly spice?
Front of
I don't know, guys. What's that unfriendly? Clove? I feel like clove always makes itself known.
Space on the edge or 2 spaces?
The cheese blintzes were amazing.
Yeah, they're right behind. One forward, one. Okay. Yeah.
Hanoi Stock Exchange. I don't think so.
Okay.
I look forward to eating anything. Because food is the ultimate source of distraction for me.
Done.
That's so weird. Hanoi Stock Exchange. What should we talk about? Somebody throw out topics.
Long straight
I have a pizza oatmeal recipe up on Delish. So I'm a big fan of savory oats too.
This is the grade.
Sarah F, really?
Wait.
Really?
let's see if yeah.
Do we really want to talk about politics? I don't think so. What is there to say besides I'm fucking disappointed in all of y'all? Friendships and depression. I'll talk about friendship and depression. 2011, I went to China to teach for a year on a fellowship. I was really unhappy there. I felt like I wasn't doing a good enough job teaching. The culture, the reverse culture shock was so much harder than I ever expected. And I felt like I wasn't a good teacher. I wasn't a good person. I was super unhappy there. The conditions teaching in rural China were really rough sometimes in the winter with no centralized heating and all of that. And the air quality in China was so bad. I had 3 sinus infections, one worse than the one before. I had like a 104 fever, and I felt like I was dying in bed for 3 days. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to die in China. Let me just go back to the States after. So I came back to the States in 2012. I basically broke up with Aaron because we decided that we didn't want to do a long distance relationship because those never really seemed to quite work. So I came back and I felt really unmoored and really aimless, and I didn't know what I wanted to do because education was like not it for me anymore after seeing myself kind of fail and flounder through a whole year of it. And I was still living at my parents' house, my mom's house. They were going through their breakup. So it was just like really rough, and I think I got really depressed. I had a lot of body image issues. I had gained a lot of weight in China because I had turned to food as my crutch, and
You have to see what left.
I came back and I basically started isolating, like self-isolating myself. I didn't want to see any friends. I didn't want to catch up to anyone that I knew from college because I felt like in the past year I had just like fallen from grace, right? I was really proud of who I was in senior year of college, and I felt like the me that I was after returning from China was like
Yeah.
not someone that I was proud of. I have a friend, his name is Peter. Peter is really awesome. Peter basically kept reaching out to me saying, let's hang out. And I would be really honest with him sometimes, and I would just be like, I feel like shit. I don't like my body. I feel really depressed. I don't really want to see anybody, I'm ashamed. And he would just be like encouraging me to go and hang out with him. Peter was the one who introduced me to Harney and Sons, which I love, in Soho. It's a tea shop, but you know, at that time they still had table service, and they had like a little kind of tea and scones service, and I met up with Peter, and I felt like half normal again. You know, it really does help to just be in touch with people, especially when you're struggling, especially when you feel like you don't deserve anything, and especially when you feel like you hate yourself, or you're ashamed of yourself, or you just can't bear to look at yourself in the mirror. Like, I just, it is so hard to fall into depression and not have people prod you, because you will sink deeper. I didn't date Peter. Peter is gay. And Peter ordered a pot of tea. I don't remember what kind. I don't think I liked it very much, because I like tea brewed wrong, aka brewed really strong and astringent. But we also ordered scones, and that was the first time I had clotted cream, and I was like, damn, clotted cream is good. Peter is amazing. Peter actually just reached out to me twice over the last couple of weeks, and he was like, you know, I understand your mom's not here anymore. Take all the time you need, but whenever you want to hang out, with Roscoe, his dog, let me know. And I think it is just really nice to have someone who, even when you're feeling like shit, will keep trying to pull you out of it. And maybe not even pull you out of it, but just be like, hey, I'm here if you need someone to sit with you and be in the shit. Yeah. Friends in depression. Next. I don't know if I've ever done the same for Peter, but I also don't know if Peter's ever experienced this kind of depression. Maybe Peter is that person who always seems strong. I'm eating weird oatmeal. I haven't seen Squid Game, so I can't. What's your question, Vicky? Please type it again. I can't scroll back on my phone. It's really a pain in the butt. I'm sorry. Just ask it again, Vicky. Somebody copy and paste it for Vicky, please. How did you make friends as an adult? Just through work, I think. I don't really find friends otherwise. All my friends are from work. No video games was played. I tried to play like Mario with people, but I sucked at it. Yeah, we're not talking politics today, Laura. That's gonna drain me out. Should I watch Squid Games? What's my favorite way to consume oats? This way. Or dried with peanut butter and honey. Very addictive. Wait, let me scroll up. I want to hear about how your relationship with Aaron changed over the years, and how the romance or lack of it shaped your view of asexuality, or vice versa. Okay, that is a very long thing to answer. Yeah, I'm not good with gore, so I'm gonna take it in doses. If I think we need to do a Squid Game like group watch, but life in New York is different for everyone. That's not a question I can really answer. But also, Budget Eats Dishes, I don't remake. I just make them for the show. They're not really recipes to recreate like that. But, okay, going back to Vicky's question. When I first met Aaron. We met during teacher training, July 2011. I thought he was an asshole. But I also got to know him over the next 6 weeks of training, and I really liked him as a person. He was very blunt, very honest. We were both on the same page about no marriage, no children, so something really clicked there. I always viewed him as a friend, but when we went off to our respective cities to teach for our fellowship, we were in different cities. He was the only white dude. I think there was also like one black dude in his town, but like they were the only two foreigners in his bumfuck town. Oh, he was there before Aaron. Never mind. Aaron was the only foreigner in his tiny Gansu village. And me and Stephanie, my co-fellow, were in Yongfeng, which is like a rural place in Xi'an, China. And Aaron basically took a 7-hour train every weekend to see us, just so that he could have friends and people that spoke English. Steph and I had because our fellowship creator was very generous, we taught in a rural village Monday through Friday, and then we had a chauffeur drive us back to the city for the weekend, so that we had an apartment in the city, in Xi'an City, where we could kind of like unwind and also get stuff printed for school, buy school supplies, buy food, aka live outside of rural China for 2 days out of the week. And Aaron would come for those 2 days. He would arrive on Friday night and leave Sunday night. And Steph and I each had a room, each with a bed. They were like queen size beds. Aaron would always take the couch in the living room, and he's like almost 6 feet, and the couch was just like a foot shorter than he was, and I would always see him just like curled up on the couch, and I would always feel bad for him. So one night, our program manager, Will, dragged all of us out to a bar, and I was the only one who was being dragged because I don't do bars, I don't drink, I don't really like to hang out like that. But we all went out. I maybe had like half of a drink. I got tipsy, and my knees started hurting because that's what happens when I get too drunk sometimes. We came back to the apartment, and we were all kind of drunk, and I saw Aaron like getting ready to sleep on the couch, and I was just like, why don't you come sleep in my bed? Like, not sexual, but just like come share my bed, because like my bed is big enough for both of us. And I think if I were sober, I would have never suggested that, but I did, and I think at that point we had been pretty good friends, that I felt comfortable around him. I think we cuddled a little bit that night, and I think he told me in like subsequent days that he liked me, and so that's how that relationship happened. And when I brought up the fact that I felt like I feel I'm pretty asexual, it was really interesting because I think we've both changed as people, but like at that time Aaron had said something like, I don't think I can be in a romantic relationship with someone who doesn't have sex. And I was like, I understand, but like that's the situation. And so a lot of the times I think when I first tell people this, I think Aaron included, and I think my parents included, they didn't believe that I was asexual. Like, they would just chalk it up to me being sexually inexperienced, and timid, or cultural backgrounds. And I'm not saying like none of those things are a factor, but I'm also saying that like no matter what the factors are, this is who I am and this is what I'm comfortable with. And so in a way, I didn't really know the term setting boundaries at that age. I was maybe like 21, but I was setting a boundary for myself by saying like, hey, I'm just not comfortable with that. So I always knew that I wasn't very sexual. I didn't know that I was asexual. And then I just feel like I didn't really like kissing in my very short fling of a relationship in senior year of college, and I was like, well, that's weird because I really like that man. Like, why don't I like kissing people if I like them? You know? So, it's something that's evolved over time. It's something that's changed over time, and it's something that I've had different levels of comfort with over time. Like in the beginning, I was really tormented. I was like, if I don't have sex, nobody's ever gonna wanna be with me. I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna die alone. I don't wanna be alone. So does that mean that I always have to have sex if I wanna be with someone? Like, it's also not fair for the person who's in a relationship who wants sex. So how can I make them do that? And that mentality persisted for about 5 years in my relationship with Aaron. And that was the point at which I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I can't, this sexually incompatible monogamous romantic relationship is not going to work for me. It hasn't really been working for me. There was a lot of dynamics that I wasn't comfortable with, and so that's why we opened up the relationship, so that like we could both explore different kinds of relationships on our own. And you know, I would say for me the primary factor was to alleviate the pressure of me being the sole sexual partner for Aaron, and for Aaron to be able to like fulfill whatever sexual needs he wanted to, should he match with anyone on a dating app, which is harder for men than it is for women on these dating apps. So so that was the general trajectory of our relationship. And so we spent basically 4 to 5 years in an open relationship, and I think being with each other the whole time during the pandemic in a 490 square foot apartment has been really hard. And I think the pandemic has really brought out a different side of ourselves that I would have never otherwise seen. And I think a lot of the incompatibilities that the pandemic showed me made me decide that I no longer wanted to be in a romantic relationship with Aaron. And so that's why, like in April, I was like, I think it's time that I move on. But obviously for financial reasons and for the sole fact that Aaron is my best friend, like he knows me so well. Nobody else gives me gifts that I like so much with such frequency. I just feel like even if I had all the money in the world, I might still want Aaron as a roommate. So I'm still trying to gauge it. Sometimes I do want to be alone, but to be alone all the time is kind of lonely. So it's something that I'm figuring out. What was there a follow-up question? I kind of couldn't read and talk at the same time. Yes, I was also labeled frigid. Starting in middle school, everybody told me I was frigid. So maybe I am frigid.
Alright, your turn to sleep.
I would say in a lot of ways Aaron is still my partner, and that's why at the beginning of Budget Eats, Julia was asking me, how do we introduce Aaron? And I was like, let's use the word partner, because partner fits, right? Boyfriend doesn't fit. We're too old to have boyfriend girlfriends. And also our relationship has gone beyond the level of boyfriend girlfriend connotation. He's not my husband because we're not married. We are legally domestic partners because we got domestic partnership when he had a job in tech and I had a job in restaurants, and I didn't have any health insurance, but I also didn't qualify for Medicaid completely. So we are domestic partners because I needed health insurance, and this is the only case in which I personally support marriages and legal relationships being cemented, is for the legality and for the benefits that come along with it. Nez, you have a boyfriend. You're not my boyfriend. Also, I don't think you're my type, Nez.
Okay.
Um,
In the little version of the game, there's no wings.
I think Aaron wants another partner. I think it's just hard for him to find someone that he vibes with and matches
Oh,
with.
you check your game.
Um,
It's streaming finale both players, but it's on.
when I grew up, my parents
Oh, there are, if you look.
spoke of marriages for citizenship and like green cards with such
Um,
derogatory tones that I always looked down upon that as like a moral no-no. But now I'm finding out that like that is fucking smart. Why don't you capitalize marriage? Because marriage was there for the capital to begin with. So
you get a different thing. Only one person in the state. I don't know. Only one person in the state. No matter what ending you get, explore.
I think Aaron probably feels weird that I'm sharing this, but this is as much of my story as it is his, so I'm not speaking for him. Which is why when you're asking me, was Aaron hurt by any of my revelations, I don't have an answer to that. I think he was. But I think he also hurt me in the relationship at various points. And I can't spare feelings if I need to say what needs to be said, you know? Am I happy? That's a very simple question with too much to explain. It is oatmeal. I think we need to go for a second round of oatmeal. Who's ready? My farts are going to be so bad tonight. I will say though, I am the type of person who will stay in a relationship out of convenience because I don't really view a romantic relationship as something that is forever in the sense that like, oh, you are my soulmate. So if it brings me convenience, that's the same logic that I would apply to like getting married, right? I have a benefit to reap from the transaction, so why not transaction it? It could be, ooh, Bailey's all on the counter. Dang. Dang. That's a bad spill. Am I happy? I'm happy right now because I'm not thinking about the various things that I have to do to tie up mom's estate. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but my mom's kitchen ceiling just fell through today. That house is a mess. I truly don't look forward to it. I think I'm gonna have to fix that house up before I sell it, because otherwise it's just. I was also joking with myself today that if I fix it up, maybe I'll fall in love with it. And then maybe I'll stay in mom's house forever. But I really don't want to. I don't like that location. That is what's in the ceiling. Yes, a piece of the ceiling fell into it. There's been a lot of things that I do not need that's been happening, but that is my life now. I don't think I'm gonna have a funeral. Is that bad? Probably. I think 40% of me feels bad for not having a funeral, but the majority of me is like, thank God, June, you can't handle a funeral right now. So. I think coming from a Chinese culture, all of the decisions that I've been making have been bad decisions. It's like from an American perspective, it's not bad, but from a Chinese perspective, I think I'm trying to suppress a lot of guilt with the decisions that I've made. guys. Just drop my nutmeg straight into the plop of oatmeal. I don't know, I just feel like for Chinese deaths, there should be a funeral, there should be a whole ceremony, there should be interment with the whole body. I think even if she didn't leave it in writing, the Chinese belief is that there is a tradition that you should follow, and I have not been following it. But I feel like, I mean, I don't know who Mom is yet. I feel like she's been a mystery woman all my life, and even more so now that she's dead. I'm finding out so many contradictory things about her. But the mom that I knew, I think, would be forgiving of the choices that I'm making, and I'm trying to take comfort in that. My extended family probably doesn't approve of it, but my mom's brother told me that he supports whatever decision that I make. He's also very stricken by grief right now. From my cousin, his daughter, I'm hearing that he's suffering through a lot of grieving. So I think for the people for whom the grief is hitting the closest, it is really hard to make decisions right now. So I am just trying to take it as easy as I can on myself, because that's the only way I can get anything done. And the way that I'm looking at it is, Mom is dead already. Like, there's no bringing her back at this point. So honestly, Mom can wait. And also, I like the idea of memorials. Like, even when I just sit down with Mom's coworker and talk about her for 2 hours, that in a way is, for me, honoring my mom. Those 2 hours I spent, I got so much more enjoyment out of that I don't think a funeral or a proper memorial would have provided me. And I want more of those. I want more of those talks where people can tell me about the times they spent with Mom, about their version that they knew of Mom. So I guess in a way it is all selfish, because I just want to know who my mother was. But funerals are also kind of selfish because, or are they? I don't know. She won't be cremated for another 2 to 3 years. I donated her body to medical school. They will cremate her when they are done with using her in a class. I think it is hard for cultures like Chinese cultures, which have very stagnant practices and beliefs, to accept that anyone is not following the blueprint. But I think it is the right thing for me. Somebody recommended that we can do like a memorial scrapbook online, but I haven't been put together enough to organize that. I told my mom's coworker that, like, if they want to start organizing one, they can take the lead on it, you know?
That's like one game.
They preserve the body. They inject it with some sort of preservative. They have to treat it chemically before they can use it in a class. I don't know if my mom chose to donate her body, actually, because I found several letters saying that she wanted her name taken off the organ donor list in 2013. So A lot of people said that it is an automatic checked box when you reapply for the state ID, so that might as well have happened because my mom doesn't really know English and she probably didn't read it closely enough. But what's done is done.
Yeah.
Here's the way that I look at it. Mom may not have wanted her body donated. But you know what else Mom didn't want? To die a week before her 62nd birthday. Out of nowhere. Mom probably didn't want to be stuck taking care of Grandma alone in a pandemic in a house that has a caving kitchen ceiling. There was a lot of stuff that Mom didn't want to do that Mom did for a very long time. So what's one more thing to cap it all off? Yeah. What's our next talk topic?
Dude, Delish was around in 2008.
Yeah, that's when Joe took it over and transformed it into the next big baby of hers.
What's your favorite lemon bar recipe?
I don't have a favorite lemon bar recipe.
Okay.
It is oatmeal. I don't know if my mom was going to church towards the end of her life. I don't think Fred likes Nutmeg, no. I like Up. Is that a Disney movie or is that Pixar? My favorite cheesecake is the one from Lady M. But also the best cheesecake I had in Spain somewhere. It was amazing. Growing up Chinese, did you have a hard time being vulnerable with your parents? I think I grew into owning my vulnerability.
No,
I think I grew into it
That's a bad sign.
gradually
I wonder if I searched you.
over college till now. I'm not gonna apply to Tasty. BuzzFeed is awful too. All of fucking media is terrible. When I went on that PR trip, I talked to some freelance journalists who write for Meredith, which is another media conglomerate. They pay people as little as $150 per article. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's what you would pay a college intern maybe to write an article. So fuck media. Fuck all of media. Fuck all of media. That's it.
Let's see. I would see
Um,
front page with the feature right now is super robot voice security.
do you think all oversharers are narcissistic? I do feel like I have symptoms of narcissism. I'm just like not Donald Trump level, but of course Delish will be up. Well, not the people at Delish, but the upper management
The trailer's in Japanese, but
of Delish and upper management of hers will be angry, but you know what? They can go take a chill pill or fuck themselves because if you're not with the union, then you're against the union. And if you're against the union and you're against workers and you're against fair wages and you're against paying people for their labor, then I have nothing to say to you. Nothing.
also to the point of getting Steve there.
And fuck that family talk.
But like, that if you solve it.
If you're really family, you don't have to remind me that you're family. Bye, Del. I would never, ever, ever open my own restaurant. No. Nope. This YouTube channel is currently monetized. I don't make a whole lot of money from the lives because I pulled all the ads out of it. You only get one beginning ad and one ending ad, I think. But I think if I put all the ads in there, it would be like 20 ads per live or 40 for our 4-hour one. I would make more money. But I don't need that money, so I don't want to like annoy the shit out of you with fucking ads every 3 seconds. I think the top earner right now is the food diary video. I think that one has earned over $1,000 on its own, which, you know, will not be enough to sustain me if I left Delish and left healthcare insurance provisions, because we don't have Medicare for all yet. It's really scary to be freelance.
Steam's cut is still 30%. I think it was like Microsoft. I think it was Google.
I would accept sponsorship for videos if I liked the service. I'm trying to grow this out, yeah. Of course I felt pressure to have kids, but I knew I never wanted kids. How to make your peanut butter oatmeal. Cook peanut butter and milk with peanut butter oats. And then you have peanut butter oatmeal? My ideal job? Food vlogger. Somebody asked this yesterday. Delish is like every other food media company. Delish is owned by Hearst. It's owned by Hearst Magazines. Hearst Magazines is a division of Hearst Media. It's a huge corporation. What do we know about corporations? I don't think Aaron would kick me out. He wouldn't be my best friend if he's the type of person who would kick me out. We would mutually come to an agreement where either we both move out and find different apartments, or one of us stays here and one of us leaves. Guys, being in a healthy relationship does not mean that you get what you want all the time. It means that there is thorough, transparent honesty and communication at all times regarding all issues. I would not do TikTok. No, I hate TikTok. Also, how does a 4-hour live behavior translate into a 16-second clip?
Do we have that like installed on the computer to make sure we're not cheating? That's like half maybe cheat and half cheat. It's good. As soon as I get to see everything.
Oatmeal. Yeah, we're looking at 2-bedroom apartments right now, but the market is so slim, the inventory is so little, and the rent is so high. Any embarrassing stories? A lot. You gotta give me a topic though. I haven't been watching movies or shows. I am too old for TikTok, unfortunately, y'all. I'm very old. I'm too old for this tech world. Why New York? Because I don't drive. I don't have the most embarrassing story. There was that one time in 4th grade where I farted right as I shifted my butt up in my seat and the whole class heard it. That was pretty embarrassing. Guess what? Mom's house is not going to sell for enough money for me to buy a 2-bedroom in the area that I want. I switched a lot of majors in college. I don't miss work, honestly. I don't. I want this area. I have to stay in the Woodside Jackson Heights area because Lala is here now. So I can't really move out of this area
Ooh, a
because
Fred ball.
yes, a Fred ball. Because I moved Lala into this rehab facility to be close to her, and if I were to move out of this neighborhood, it would be hellish for me to go see her every day. My ideal day would be what I was doing when I was making my own edited videos. Honestly, like if I could travel, vlog, edit the videos, push them out on here, take long walks, go thrift shopping, that would be my ideal life. I get tired of a lot of things. Yeah, exactly. Do that Mark Ween stuff. Can you describe your ideal romantic relationship as an asexual person? Yes, I can. It is probably like your ideal romantic relationship, just with not as much sex. That's it. I probably want all the same things that you want in a romantic relationship. I want somebody who understands me, who accepts me, who is able to take a joke and funny without being mean, and someone who argues with me but also makes up with me, and somebody who shares food with me, and somebody who shares hobbies with me but also has their own life and their own interests, and somebody who enjoys learning more about me and growing together with me. It's not that I don't ever want sex as an asexual person. A lot of asexual people who are actually asexual are. I identify more in the demisexual gray ace area where I can desire sex if I really trust that person and if I really develop a bond with them. It's not always a guarantee that I will enjoy that sex, but it is possible that I develop romantic and sexual attractions towards someone. But that's not an arena that I know myself very well at yet either. So I'm still learning more about what it is that I like and what it is that I don't like. I'm not aromantic. I am just demisexual, asexual. Again, you have to direct the Aaron questions to Aaron. I cannot answer the Aaron questions. If you don't know his Instagram, you can probably find him tagged on a lot of my posts. It's Aaron.Aaron.Aaron, spelled all the wrong ways of Aaron. I'm always interested in other languages. I want to know all the languages, but I actually really suck at learning languages. I don't really cook Chinese food. I don't really know how. Ooh, making peanut butter cookies. What kind? Fred is amazing. He's probably chilling, being a lazy butt. Has my grandmother become a celebrity to my audience? That's fun. I don't think she understands. I think I do dream in Chinese sometimes, yeah. I would love to learn German, but maybe not now. I don't think I have the bandwidth, but thank you so much for the offering. Is there a food you used to like but now hate? I think Doritos, the way they make me smell afterwards is horrendous. Grandma, I think I made her watch some Budget Eats when she was still at Mom's house because one of the Budget Eats had my mom's voice in it. But she didn't even pick it out. She was like, oh, that's your mom's voice? All right, Grandma. Stress management. Remember that it's not that important and that you will die. That's it. Death puts everything into perspective. I've become so much more stable since Mom died. And I don't mean that I'm like a stable person. I just mean that like, oh, I was never good at math or physics. But you know, like sine waves, you know, waves, like sound waves, the peaks and the lows. I used to be able to really peak high and really low. But now I'm just like much closer to the baseline. Like if I get angry at Aaron, I say something much more concisely and probably not as yelly, probably still a little bit yelly, but not as yelly. And then I just finish what I needed to say, finish what I needed to communicate, and then I just end it. I just shut it down. Because I need to reserve my energy right now. I don't have a lot of it to go around. So it's no longer a luxury I can afford to expend my emotions on things that don't matter. And a lot of things don't matter. In fact, probably all things don't matter. I just think that they matter. Because we all live in very egocentric perceptions of life. Anything that affects me, I think it matters. I think my work matters. Mom probably thought her work matters. Even though in her last emails to me, she kept saying, your body is your own, take care of it. Work is for other people. Don't spend too much effort and time on it. But she obviously didn't follow her own advice, which I'm angry at her about, because how can she be such a hypocrite and let herself be so worn out and leave me here all alone? But all I can do now is learn from her mistakes. So I am doing everything that I can to not be my mom, even though I am my mom. And for as much of a mystery as she is to me, I know that at the very heart of it, I am pretty much as close to a carbon copy as you can get to her. And I know that for all the disagreements that we had, I loved her very much, and I miss her very much. And if I could love my mother, then I can love myself. And right now, to make up for all the regrets of all the things that I didn't do for my mom, I will do those things for myself. And it does sound very selfish to say I'm going to focus my attention on myself only and treat myself right, but all love is selfish. Even parental love. For as much sacrifices as she made to make sure that I was successful and to make sure that I was comfortable in life, that love that she expended on me, that energy that she spent on me, was all in a way very selfish. So that's why I think we need to redefine the connotations that the word selfishness brings about, because we always tend to use this word selfish in a very negative light. And I don't think it's negative, because I think society in general has taught us through language, which is the basis of our experience of life, that being selfish is bad, aka caring about yourself and focusing on yourself is bad. And so then what are we supposed to actually focus on if not on ourselves? our focus becomes attached to our success and our perceptions of what other people perceive of us. And it all becomes this very protracted, distanced echo chamber of our values as beings in this life. And we, through this sort of schooling, have begun to negate ourselves. Like, that language makes us feel inadequate and in denial and alienated from ourselves, and that is so poisonous. Our society encourages self-alienation at every single turn. Maybe that's why we're all so miserable and lost. Who would we be if we made sure that before all else, we were okay and content with ourselves? Not what other people say for us to be, but who would we be if we were allowed to be selfish? And what would it mean for the industries that exist for no good reason if we were actually content with ourselves? You know? They would have nothing to sell to us.
Where do you keep this?
I have a way. Can you just leave it out for now? Do you have to do this now?
I was just putting stuff away.
Why would you need to put stuff away now that I put out?
I don't know, just to clean it up.
Okay, next. We got another topic. Have I ever hit Aaron? Yeah, I've kicked his balls. I've made him crouch over in debilitating pain several times. I stopped doing that maybe like right before the pandemic.
Brave of you to admit to physically abusing somebody.
Oh, I'm an abuser. How do you know what you truly want in life? I don't want much in life. Maybe you don't either. And maybe that's okay. Maybe it's fine to not want a lot of things. Maybe that's what it means to live. If you're constantly wanting, that literally means you don't have what you need. You are in want of things. If you want sleep, then you should have it.
You heard spoon rattling, didn't you, Fred?
Yes.
Well, you just had dinner.
I'm not gonna do anything for Halloween, but I might want to, like, somebody recommended that I put out random shit on the lawn for people to take for trick or treating. Maybe
Good
I'll
idea.
do that. It's plain, Fred. Trip for your treat. I love it. I don't go crazy buying after Halloween chocolate or candy. I don't really like those Halloween candies.
Twix.
Do you like Twix? Do you
I'm the
still like
biggest
Twix?
Twix lover in the world.
What are your opinions on vegetarianism and veganism? Do it if you want to, man. I support it. I would say also, if you are not game to kill your own animals, then maybe you don't deserve to eat them. I like Reese's, but I'm not gonna buy a whole bag of it. I have no self-control, guys. I would feel 1,000 times shittier if I ate a whole bag of Reese's rather than just eating a whole pound of peanut butter, because Reese's has sugar on top of fat. I would rather just eat the protein and the fat. Thoughts on vaccine mandates? Why don't you want to get vaccinated? Why? Have you ever killed a chicken? No. I've not killed a single animal, except those 2 chicks that I unfortunately didn't know how to raise, and they died in the winter. I've killed a grasshopper with my bare hands. Crunch. Lab-grown meat. I follow Alicia Kennedy. She's written a lot of pieces on veganism and vegetarianism and the kind of like lab-grown meat culture that is still very corporate and harmful to the environment. I think the way that I would prefer to embrace vegetables is to embrace vegetables and not to mimic meat. I think if you want to eat meat, you should eat meat. But I also think that if you want to eat meat, you should go and be prepared to kill the animal yourself. And if you're a wimp, then just don't fucking eat it. Eat something else. I mean, I'm a hypocrite though. I still eat meat. I just don't buy it. But when we go out and when we travel...
You would kill a cow.
I would say that if I really desire to eat a cow, I should be able to kill it. And if I can't kill it, then
But you eat meat, so you would.
I don't think I would. I think I would just not eat meat. That's why I said I'm a hypocrite.
Okay.
Can you listen to what I'm saying before you attack me?
I'm just asking questions.
Wow, you're worse than like the anonymous internet commenter who doesn't know me.
Do we have shipping tape?
It's in my box underneath my desk. I haven't had a lot of Caribbean food, but I have a feeling I would. I have been to Canada. Malaysian food, yes. Eaten bugs, yes. I'm not a fan. I don't know what the 6 spices are, y'all. That's like a frequently asked question. Have I ever had New Mexican food? I don't think I have.
New Mexican. Like the state?
Yeah. But favorite place to eat in Flushing? There's like
Papa Rich.
well, Papa Rich is great, yes. I don't know if I have a favorite, but there's this pumpkin fritter from like Grand Sichuan of Hunan Kitchen or something like that on Main Street.
Nanxiang. So
Nanxiang is not open yet.
they're still closed?
What is my favorite type of food? What kind of question is that? I like all food. Was there a food wreck? Ursula and Crown Heights, New Mexican food. Can you start Ursula in Crown Heights?
It's a weird name.
I like peanut butter and jelly.
New Mexican food? What is New Mexican food? Is that like Tex-Mex?
No, it's New Mexican. Like New Mexico.
Yes, the state. So is it like Tex-Mex?
I don't know. We should go though. What is menudo? I feel like I've heard that term before, but I don't know what it is. Pozole. I like pozole. What was the last time you lied? Probably within the last 2 days. I don't remember. I say small lies all the time. Oh, tripe soup, yes. One of Aaron's favorite foods to eat when we were in Xi'an was in this little noodle shop in an alley, in a dirty ass alley, and it would be like lamb organ soup with noodles in it. Can you put this in the sink and fill it with water for me? Thank you. It's time for peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with it. Alright.
Very good, Jim.
Can you hand me 2 spoons, please?
2 spoons?
Yes.
What do you need 2 spoons?
For peanut butter and jelly. Were you not listening to me singing peanut butter and jelly the whole time?
two very pretty ones.
Well, thank you. Here's the ones that Aaron chose. I think I got both of these on a trip that I took with Mackenzie to a country living fair for work. It was in Atlanta somewhere, I think. Georgia. I think they're both sterling silver plated. 1 year pierced because this one closed twice, so I gave up on piercing it. What is the worst thing you have eaten? Yeah, Bone jars are everywhere. They're like everywhere that Smucker is, Bone is there. I don't think it's sterling. I think it's coated. I think it's plated. It would be very expensive. So this one says 90. I don't know what 90 is. I think 90 is a silver plate.
You're just eating them out of the jar?
There is no le or la. It's just bon maman. Thoughts on artificial intelligence? I think everyone should see Ex Machina.
Do you want to eat those on Fritos or something?
No.
Okay.
Fritos was good though.
Yeah. What have you tried Fritos with PB&J?
Fritos, alright, give me one. Who's Michelle Trachtenberg?
An actress?
You know her?
Yeah. Maybe she was in it, I don't remember. Thoughts on Michelle Trachtenberg, June?
No, they said, where does she go? Fred, do you want? You want? Freddie? No want.
Read the address for the Amazon returns.
710 South Girls School Road.
That's a weird name. Girls School Road.
It's not bad, y'all. But I think I like the Fritos on their own more. I think it's better without the jam, personally. With just the PB.
Fritos PB?
Yeah.
Try?
Yeah. Can you take these away from me? I'm gonna finish the whole bag.
I figured, yeah. That's good. Fritos PB, that's a combo.
There you go. Can I have some water too, please? You are my servant now. Who was my biggest crush? How do I... Like in real life or a celebrity?
Now, you wouldn't know them if they were in real life, would you?
Why are you just letting the water run? I'll just drink warm water, dude.
Let me give you cool water.
I don't really cook for Grandma. She gets fed at the facility.
Delicious facility food.
I'm not gonna make a Frito PB cookie recipe. That sounds disgusting. I'm also sure that you can Google these things. Guys, can I just say my pet peeve is people telling me to make a video for a very specific thing that I'm pretty sure already exists online. Just do a Google search. Thank you.
You'll do it better, though. Because you're June. The great June.
Grandma does not really enjoy the white people food. Oh, sorry. Cat in a box. What's my favorite white people food? Guys, I'm like 60% white now, okay? I like a lot of white people food. I think commercially processed food like chips don't really bake well. So I think it's gonna be pretty gross. Remember when I made those pantry cookies? The goldfish was fine, but the potato chips got really stale.
I'll take this to Ups tomorrow.
Are you just gonna ship it like that?
Yeah, I think that's how it was shipped originally.
Okay.
Because underneath this shipping label, which I won't show to the camera because the address is on it,
Okay.
was another shipping label. So.
We are returning the laptop that we bought for Mom.
Thanks, Amazon.
Mom's laptop died about 2 months ago, and she was like, "Can you order me a new laptop?" So we ordered her a new one, but now she's dead, so we're trying to return it. And Amazon was like, "It's past the return date window," and I was like, "My mom died, and I don't need it anymore." And they were like, "Hold a minute," and then they were like, "Okay, you can send it back."
Thanks,
So,
Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff Bezos. But my mom insisted on paying me back for all the transactions I purchased for her online, and the very last time that I saw her in person was when she was giving me money for this laptop transaction, and that was when I had a huge fight with her.
You would have a huge fight every time you were over there.
This one was very big though.
Oh, what was it about?
About her giving more money than she needed to, because she agreed that she would not give me more than what the order was, but every time she would always try to give me like 100 extra.
Well, now she's giving you all the
And-
money, so just exactly what she's doing.
What's a struggle you face that others would not understand at the moment? I don't know. I think everyone can understand every struggle, partially. I got some mulberries this year off of the ground. You didn't watch my Budget Eats? Does Aaron make money from my YouTube? I gave him a share. He told me to stop. Oh, I just got paid, Aaron. Do you want to share still?
Well, I feel like you only gave me the share for the vlogs because I was a main star in them. If I'm not a star anymore in your lives, then don't give me a share anymore.
Okay. Yeah, because I haven't pushed out any lives yet. But I asked you guys.
Don't give me your live money. I'll take a little bit of your vlog money that I'm in.
Okay.
That's it.
I asked you guys if I should pay Aaron, and you guys said yes. You guys were like, give him 20%. So that's what I did.
When you start making money off the LA vlogs, then I'll take some of that.
Are you romantically attracted to women or any other gender? I've had celebrity crushes,
How many times have you answered this question?
but never like women in real life. We're asking for Fred and Aaron to unionize. Yeah, should I pay Fred too? Fred, how would you like to be paid?
Greetings, obviously.
What a
He
dummy.
wants to be paid in these.
What a dummy.
Ow, 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 sharp. We got a trim tonight. Okay, buddy. You can have.
No, guys. I fed him Stella and Chewy's and he threw it all up at 7 a.m. in the morning. It was so sad. He threw up like $500 worth of Stella and Chewy. Fred loves Aaron. He's awful with nail trims. He hisses at us.
Psst, psst. Psst, psst. You stay. You make money for June. You get her ad revenue. Your ad revenue cap. It's like seeing that scene from Rick and Morty when the robot asks what he does, and Rick's like, "You pass butter," and the robot's really sad. Your ad revenue cap. That's what you do. And I'm not holding a greenie, dummy.
Do you guys admit that you're parents yet? Aaron called me Fred's mom the other day and I was like, I thought we're not parents.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, it was a mistake.
Yeah. You always say it's a mistake. Can't always be a mistake. He ran away.
June says this is the magic spot.
It tames him.
He's pretty chill.
Oh, butthole. Front and center.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
Just what the
Fred.
people want to see.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's a big purr.
Does he like side scritch? No. He just goes into attack mode when you side scritch. Attack mode. I like how he attacks from his belly. Crunchy knees. Shake right into June's water.
Thank you, Fred. Vitamins. Essential minerals. $80 a gallon. Best argument I've ever had? That's a strange question. Not sure. I am not going to subject my cat to Halloween.
You're not gonna dress him up?
I would love to go on a blind date. I love going on dates.
How do you set up a blind date? Like,
Somebody sets you up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, let's say you wanted one right now. How would you go about doing that?
I would ask someone to set me up.
I'm surprised there's not like an app for that these days. A blind dating app. Because there's an app for everything.
I love dates because I love meeting people. What are you doing?
I'm deciding what to get rid of.
Mm.
I know the Apple Watch.
My blind date is you, Aaron.
10, jeez, that's the least blind date of all.
That's like the kind of blindness you experience when you put the paper too close to your eyeballs.
This
And
was
then
your
you can't see
original
it.
watch band.
Clove.
Yeah.
I think so. Do you want to show the people your new watch?
My G.
Yeah, it's so cool.
There we go. I can't tilt my wrist
Right
that
here.
way.
It's so cool, y'all. It's like a dark mode screen, digital display. It's purple and like gunmetal band, striped. Look at that. Look at that.
I've always wanted a G-Shock, and so I got the most beautiful one possible.
Aaron has had an obsession with watches for a few years now, but this is the first watch that he's ever gotten where I was like, damn, that's sexy. That's a sexy watch.
I'm selling this one. I'll probably get like $10 for it. It's just a Seiko mechanical.
That's not sexy.
It's not. I got this when I was in my super 70s phase, and it is a very 70s looking watch, and I do still love the look, but I just don't wear it anymore, so I'll sell it.
Aaron's street style is solid, says Kate.
Thank you. Right now I'm just wearing Cathay Pacific jammies,
Yeah.
and I think these are A&A jammy bottoms.
You look very comfy and rich.
Yes. All of my home loungewear is from Flights.
Aaron had a 70s phase? Yeah, he had the porn stash and everything.
That's coming back eventually.
I know, the porn stash comes back like every 2 to 3 months. It's a solid fixture. Every other season.
Who wants an Apple Watch Series 6?
Who wants an Apple Watch Series 6?
So I don't have to sell it on eBay and I take 15%.
Can we get an Aaron Q&A someday? I don't think Aaron is up for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would listen to most of your questions. I just wouldn't.
Ashley Composition says
just wouldn't
legit,
answer
I'll
them.
take it.
Okay.
And then I'm Schneckenhaus says me.
Not free. I'm selling.
Oh my god, you guys. How much are you selling it for, Aaron?
I don't know,
Jesus
whatever
Christ.
is a fair price. I'll sell it for.
I'm giving my whole mom's house away. Well, not the house, but the contents, and Aaron is here selling a broke ass Apple Watch. Yeah, so much for being a socialist, Aaron, says Kate.
What are we doing the Hassan thing on me now?
Yeah.
I'm also not a socialist. I'm a communist.
Oh, he's a communist. I'm sorry. It's not broken. He's just, he's had enough of metrics and numbers in his life. He switched over to an iPhone from an Android just to have the Apple Watch sync, and now he hates it, so he's going back to an Android.
You gotta de-screen ourselves.
We got a offer with, in exchange for plantain chips and aki, which I think is a fruit.
Rejected.
Apple Watches are kind of ugly. I don't think Apple Watches are ugly, but I think they are kind of useless. And I hate,
How can
I
it be ugly?
automatically-
It's just so simple.
I automatically judge people who have them because I find that they're workaholic blinders people. They are so concerned with staying on top of their shit that they miss everything. That's just me being the judgy me tonight. You know, I would be taking the Aki fruit and the Jamaican pepper oils, but Aaron here only cares about the money, so yet another reason why I figured I don't really have any romantic desire anymore is like, I think over the past few years it has become very apparent that Aaron and I have very different values in terms of what we want in life, and I just can't really have it does not spark my romance fire when that is.
June wants her a man who would just give away an Apple Watch.
I want a farmer man. Set me up with a farmer man
Yes,
on a blind
farmers-
date.
Farmers famously don't care about money.
I mean, they can't care about money that much
What do you
because
mean
they don't make shit. Farmers don't make shit.
Okay, they still need money. They still care about money. Do you
not
know
the
what
same.
most of the farmers in the country, like, they're always constantly paying attention to, like, commodity prices and shit like that. Like, is corn going up? Where can I sell it? Like, who's the best distributor? All that sort of shit.
Why do you have such a stereotypical view of farmers?
You really think farmers don't care and think about money in general?
I'm not saying they don't care or think about money, but they don't work to have money doing farmer shit. Like,
What are you
here's the thing,
talking about?
Aaron, you like jobs that pay you a shit ton, even if you hate it. I don't think farmers, if they really, I mean, I'm not talking about like, you know, Tyson chicken farming farmers. I'm talking about like farmers who till their own grounds, farmers who pull their own crops, farmers.
So, like,
Small farms.
So a romanticized,
Family-owned.
So a romanticized stereotype of a
Obviously, I'm going to have a romanticized stereotype of a farmer man if I'm romanticizing about who I can develop a romantic attachment to. Duh.
Any monetary offers for the Apple Watch?
No, Aaron, stop co-opting my life to sell your shitty technology.
It's good technology. It's heart rate.
Go away.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right, this I will give away for free because I know I'll earn nothing from it. A Seiko 5.
It's pretty.
Yes.
What is it? Introduce us.
It's a Seiko 5. It's a. It has the open case back. It's a mechanical. It's basically Seiko's entry-level mechanical watch, and as you can see, it ticks. And I think you can get it on Amazon for $30, which is why I'm not selling it because I won't get anything for it used. If
Are
ever-
you willing to mail this?
No. If you.
Oh my God.
Why would I mail? I just gotta go to Staples, print a label.
So
find
they
the
have
box.
to come to Woodside to pick it up?
No, I'll meet them in New York. I'll meet you anywhere in New York.
Okay, if you're based in New York and you want that Seiko watch, DM Aaron. Somebody says Aaron should keep the watch. He seems emotionally attached.
I don't give a shit at all.
Aaron denies his emotions and he denies sentimentality attachments.
Why did I seem emotionally attached? I was just describing the features.
I don't know, maybe it's because you sound like a zombie talking about anything that deals with what people would normally put into the emotional category of things, so
I don't understand.
they're
what you
just
did.
projecting.
I have no idea what you just said.
Don't worry about it, Aaron.
Okay.
Is Aaron single? Yes.
Ready to mingle.
Mm-hmm. DM him. You know where to find him.
I accept offers from all genders as long as I find you physically attractive.
What?
I accept all.
You have to be physically attractive to Aaron.
All feminine presenting people are welcome.
Okay. Feminine presenting,
Yes,
but they can be a man.
correct.
Wow, okay.
You know, like if you look like Link. I'm
If
cool
you
with
look like Link,
it. Yeah, you know.
if you look like a video game character. Oh my God, I need more Baileys in my oatmeal.
I'm gonna take some photos of these for eBay.
No, not Link from Good Mythical Morning. Link from
No.
Zelda.
Yes. If you look really hot in the Sheikah outfit, then that's fine. I don't even know what Link from Good Mythical Morning looks like.
He's a bearded dude, I think. Is he bearded? Is he the bearded one? Grandma's visa is not going. We cannot apply for visas. First of all, Grandma doesn't need a visa because she's a Chinese national. I need a visa. My visa is non-existent. Oh, got it. Link. Oh, got it. Okay, got it. I have a stomach ache now, Aaron. I can't
Why?
tell if it's because I ate a half jar of peanut butter or because you're pissing me off.
Why would I piss you off? What am I doing?
Alright, I should stop eating the peanut butter. Oh, I think eating half a jar of jam probably also does it too. Well, it still tastes really good.
That's a pretty good product photo.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Did you know Aaron's type B4? Type B4 what? Bye, Sheila. Yeah, we are like an old married couple. That's why I need a divorce. But thank God we don't actually need a divorce because we were smart enough to not get married.
We are DP'd though.
Yeah, but domestic partnership can be like very easily broken. I don't even think you need to get divorced from a domestic partnership. Can I have the oatmeal tub, please? The big ass oatmeal tub, please? Does this mean Aaron is attracted to Link?
Specifically when Link wears the there's a part in the Zelda games where Link wears Breath of the Wild where he wears the girl outfit in order to get into the Kakariko, I think, because it's the all women's city. And I was like, okay, anything from that to more feminine, I'm okay with.
Okay, well you heard him, guys.
Not Lincoln is regular.
Do we have anyone who's actually interested in dating Aaron after seeing all this?
I'm doing great, dude. What are you talking about? Where's the Robbie on?
I told you guys, right? Like one of my mom's, well, literally my mom's last text to me. I don't think she meant it in a lifelong way, but who knows what she meant now. But she said to stick with Aaron. Always.
That was the last thing she said to you?
Yeah, that was in reference to,
Wow.
Can you actually hand me my other phone so I can check it? It might be in the other room or on my desk. But it was in reference to me being in Egypt and walking those back streets alone and her being scared of something happening to me. Let me pull up the text. Somebody wants a one night stand with you, Aaron.
Well, I cannot agree at this point until I have further information on you.
AKA your pictures.
Yeah.
Mom's last text. 多多休息，现在是晚上了吧？在那里女生没有地位，始终要和 Aaron 一起。So rest a lot. Right now it's night over there, right? Over there, women don't have position in society, and till the end must be with Aaron together. So
How long?
ask Aaron if he takes 100 for the Apple Watch. My sister wants one for while she's at work.
No. Apple Watch Series 6, I can do better.
Damn, Aaron. Jesus Christ, what a shark. I would rather marry Fred, honestly. Do you play Smash Brothers, Aaron?
No. I did as a kid.
Somebody said, yeah, Aaron doesn't want to sell that watch. That's okay. That's hilarious. No, Jillian, back off, girlfriend. Fred is mine. Y'all, did you not hear the first part of this live or like literally 20 other lives in which I've mentioned how I met Aaron?
The same question from literally every live you've ever done. Literally everyone you've ever done.
Damn it, guys. Damn it. I'm sure you can Google it. My stomach hurts. I'm not answering that again. Do you play World of Warcraft?
No.
Shannon, back off. Fred is mine. If you go to my channel's About section, there is a FAQ document that a lovely viewer made, and it explains all of your FAQs. Freddy. Hey. Ooh. I met Fred online dating on the Instagram of Puppy Kitty NYC, and I asked Aaron, can we have him? And Aaron was like, yes. And I was like, okay, we apply. Yes. 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 You bought an ice cream maker. Congratulations. Aaron wouldn't let me have one because we don't have counter space or storage space anymore. Fred is my dream man. This is it. This is my dream man. We're soulmates. I don't want a dog. I loved Tom, but I don't want a dog. Not in New York.
Was Tom in the first Budget Eats?
Yes, the cell phone shot one.
That's probably the only reason why Budget Eats took off is because of Tom.
What's the most awkward situation you've ever been in? I don't know. I've been in a lot of awkward situations. That's a hard one to answer.
A Netflix party in LA, was that awkward?
Aaron wants a dude when he has that good-looking girl right next to him. Who, Fred? Fred's a man. But also, Aaron wants very girly men.
I want women primarily, and like maybe I want women and maybe like 0.0001% of men.
I don't think Fred would like it if we put a bandana on him. No Halloween costume for my king. We shall not subject him to it. I think he's open-minded, but also not is a very good summary of Aaron. Freddy? Do you love me like I love you? Probably not, right? You just love me for the truth.
I think a very, very good summary of you is you're a dick.
I'm a dick?
Yeah.
I'm a dick?
Yep.
I'm more of a dick than you are?
Mm-hmm. I will stand by that.
And nobody else will. Have fun standing alone.
I think I have some people who would agree.
We're all just here for Fred. Fred's not a dick. What's the most personal question somebody has asked of me? I don't know. I've been asked a lot of personal questions. I kind of invite them though. I don't ever really not answer a question. Yes, I love the cold. I love the cold. Oh, this is just the way we talk, guys. This isn't more mean than usual. Aaron was a natural-born negger, and so I've learned how to neg.
Be very careful saying that.
Why?
First.
Why?
No.
Oh my god, Aaron. Ah! Negger, guys. Not the other one, which I will automatically ban myself from my own channel for. Ew, what's this crusty into? What are you hiding in there?
I'm telling you, it's just food that gets stuck in there.
Is it food, Freddy?
The look that he's giving me. Dude, did you guys hear about that university professor who got fired because he was speaking Chinese but like not properly pronounced and people thought he was saying the N-word and he got fired because all the students protested and basically forced him to resign? I thought that was kind of insane. I thought that was unacceptable. He was speaking another language. He was not using the N-word, but because they sounded similar, he got canceled for that. It was horrendous for me to hear about that kind of shit because that was like real Black Mirror type level of cancel culture.
Excuse me.
Yes, sorry. Have fun. Aaron is making his tech box a little neater. I think he's downsizing.
Selling a bunch of stuff.
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done for somebody? I don't know if I'm that kind of romantic. I adopted Fred. Is that romantic? Oh my gosh, White Bear. White Bear was the worst episode by far. That shit was traumatizing. Well, they're all traumatizing, but that shit was traumatizing. What is this? Do you think in Mandarin when you speak or text in Mandarin language? Yes, I think so. Freddy, come. I did watch Parasite. I didn't really love it, but it's a good movie. My favorite episode of Black Mirror was Be Right Back because it was very similar to the Babadook. Of course I've had cashew butter. Fred always smells a little bit like baby. Bye, Jackson. My favorite movie. Memento. I've tried to watch Fleabag. I watched one episode and I gave up. It was a little too weird for me. But I've been told I should try it again. Freddy, come here. If I got tired of you guys asking questions, I would probably just end the live, right? Yes. Be Right Back is the one with the Ex Machina guy, who I have a crush on. Oh my gosh, the Black Mirror episode with the dogs. Yes, in black and white. Yes. Bye, Eliza. How late is it in New York? Ooh, are you going to poop? No, you're going to the bathroom. I don't know why. Great British Bake Off. I do watch. It is 11 p.m. Alright, I'm Steckenhaus. We can share him. I'm fine with that. I don't really watch anime, but I have watched anime with Aaron, but I don't watch anime. If magically Aaron became a farmer tomorrow, would you fall in love with him? No, because I know who he is. I'm falling in love with a romanticized version of a farmer. Duh. I don't have a crush on Gordon Ramsay, so you can have him all to yourself. Plus all of his yelling. Freddie, Fred, what are you doing? Do you want some flaxseed? Bye, Dominic. Other than Fred, what is my ideal man? I don't know. I don't have an ideal man.
Henry Cavill's great.
Henry Cavill's pretty cute, but I don't know him. I know Fred, though. Fred's favorite treat is any treat. How do I use flaxseed? I use it a lot in baked goods. Any advice for getting into new relationships? Yes. Be honest with yourself and know what you want. And do not compromise what you want for the sake of being coupled. What type of man am I attracted to? I gotta say, I feel like I have a type. Oftentimes, it's a white dude with brown hair. It has to be like brown hair. I don't know why brown. I don't like blondes. But that seems to be my type. That's a physical type. As far as a personality, it is a little bit harder to pinpoint the exact formula, but what's Henry Cavill's icky history? Do spill. Come back, Fred. Come back, Fred. Oh my gosh. Why must you make it so hard for me? Oh, I had a huge crush on Edward Norton. Huge. It lasted several years. Fred would look like Oscar Isaac. Not my type. I don't like Johnny Depp. Not my type. I'm Jetpack. Well, you came in around the 2-hour mark, so this live is probably reaching its tail end. Well, yes, because I've only dated 2 people for a prolonged period of time, meaning over 2 months. I've only dated 1 person before I dated Aaron. In college, in senior year. That was a very short one because I graduated and left the college. So, yes, that is my track record. Would you ever date a coworker? Maybe. Freddie, do you want to play, Fred? Would you move to Canada? I don't know. Is owning a cat really expensive? Medical fees, yes. So The Babadook is a horror movie, but I think the plot lines are as similar as can be. The themes are too. You ruined our playtime.
Mm-hmm.
Stop licking yourself, Fred. I'm trying to play. Favorite horror movie? I like The Babadook a lot. I also really liked It Follows.
That's-
I don't really think I choose a type, guys. I think that's just a pattern I've discovered. I more first get attracted to the personality. So, you didn't get It Follows. You did it, Fred. Kill him. Go ahead. Kill him. Bye, Laura. A research paper on these lives? Yes. The rise of the parasocial identity and invisible communities of online interaction. You're welcome for your thesis title. I have only had winter boots that I hated, to be honest. None of them are actually waterproof. If anyone can actually recommend to me a real waterproof winter boot, please let me know. Eating and traveling is always for fun for us. I have a parasocial relationship with all of you. Duh. We have a laser light that measures room dimensions. Fred doesn't really get into it as much. Fred, are you throwing up on the bed? It depends on what part of New York City you want to live in. But it is truly not cheap. Fred, will you come say bye? Can you come say bye? Alright. Time to say bye. I'll bring you to Fred. We'll say bye. Thank you for hanging out. Freddy? I don't think I have anyone that I would watch 2 hours of live streaming for. Y'all are crazy. In the best way possible.